The best news from the American camp after losing the Ryder Cup again to Europe? Nobody has suggested another task force. The path forward, however, is as muddled as it was leaving Scotland in 2014. Back then, PGA of America President Ted Bishop chose Tom Watson to captain the U.S. team at Gleneagles, and it didn't go well, ending in another defeat and an awkward public takedown by Phil Mickelson. That led to the Ryder Cup Task Force, which Mickelson later praised as a foundation for continuity and success. "We are looking forward to not just 2016 but really laying a blueprint for the years to follow," he said. Since then, the Americans have won 2 of 5 Ryder Cups, a modest improvement considering the 2 wins in the previous 10. Meanwhile, Europe has maintained dominance, practically owning the Ryder Cup. The task force was disbanded in 2015, replaced by a Ryder Cup committee of 3 PGA Tour players and 3 PGA of America executives. The immediate past captain replaces his predecessor, so Keegan Bradley is on, Zach Johnson is off. But there's talk of Bradley returning as captain for Adare Manor in Ireland in 2027. If that happens, Justin Thomas remains on the committee while Jordan Spieth's term ends. The PGA of America could always scrap the system entirely. The one constant in the U.S. camp is the PGA of America itself. The organization of 31,000 club professionals controls the biennial competition but has limited direct involvement with players outside the PGA Championship. Don Ray Jr., the current president, has tried to assert influence, reminding everyone that PGA Tour members are technically members of the PGA of America. European success comes from structure and consistency. Their Ryder Cup committee, led by European Tour Chief Executive Guy Kinnings, involves a wide network of experienced voices, ensuring every detail from strategy to player buy-in is managed. The PGA Tour owns 0% of the Ryder Cup. It simply supplies players, creating friction over revenue and priorities that has persisted for decades. Paul Azinger, who captained the Americans to victory in 2008, famously demanded a new point system to reflect the global nature of the game, yet he hasn't been involved since. The split between PGA Tour pros and PGA professionals dates back to 1968, creating a disconnect that still influences American performance. The task force promised a blueprint for long-term success but ultimately failed. Mickelson's break to LIV Golf and internal disputes further undermined continuity. Perhaps the next step is for the PGA of America to consider turning over Ryder Cup management to the PGA Tour, which has more experience running major events and stronger player relationships. It may not guarantee victory, but it could finally bring some order to the American camp.